world, in today's economy, might I say, we have one of the biggest innovations in the world. I mean, honestly, who could innovate this much diversity? I mean, I couldn't. I know I couldn't. I know if as me, as a newly born fetus, as a non-intelligent person, I would have never created such a show like this. And here, I'll give you the title. I'll give you like a a little, a little, a little taste of what it is. And here, I'll give it to you. It's Disney's Oye Primos. Now, for most of you who have heard about Oye Primos, it wasn't necessarily because you heard it and you were like, oh, it's such a good show. I love Oye Primos. I love when Mexican Americans are getting represented. I love it. I fucking love it. Oh my gosh, I just fucking dig the shit out of it. Oh, no, it's not because of that. Actually, you know what? It's far from that. It's actually because you heard it due to controversy. Now, this was a pretty small controversy compared to like other large controversies, like for example, the IDub situation where he lost $25,000. No, not 25, $250,000. My fault. That's way much more than 25,000. So my fault. Uh, Other than that one, the Adam 22 situation, EDP saying sorry. What else? Pokimane being a Karen, I guess. I don't know. These other controversies that are super big. But this one was a pretty small one, mostly because it just really didn't have any backbone to it. I would say it really didn't stand tall, like it just really didn't stand out as a huge controversy, mostly because the person who did start it wasn't supposed to be the one who started it. I have no idea how to preference this, but controversy doesn't start because someone else does it. It starts like because there's like something leading up to it. Like I just said, the IDub situation. Created Clash 2 was a huge mess, and then now it leads to them being almost, bankrupt. So, what originally started this controversy between Oye Primos? Well, it started because of the grammatical errors that was in Oye Primos, which was the Oye Primos. Because primos is supposed to be plural, Oye is supposed to be a plural word, but instead it's like Oye Primo. You see what I'm trying to say? Like Oye Primo is the singular sound, so Oiga Primos is like the plural sound. So there you go. That's it. That's such an easy way to just get away with it. It's just like, oh, okay, we gotta fix it. Oiga primos. So there's that. That was just it. Controversy over. Disney just had to change the title. Disney just had to change a little bit of voice acting here and there, but that's pretty much it. Everything's fine and dandy. We're all gonna be, safe until the lead voice actor had to just go online and start saying a bunch of nonsense. Now, the lead voice actor really wasn't doing much. Let's just put that out there. The lead voice actor was basically just supposed to just be the lead voice actor. Let's just say that right now. She didn't say much, but when she said something, it almost kind of like spoke volumes through Disney's mouth. And honestly, I'm surprised that Disney even still has her on there because I would have just said, "Man, why didn't you just shut up and just like let it happen?" The whole controversy was because of the Oye Primos, and she just wanted to come out here and say like, "Oh, Spanish conquistadors, and Spanish was placed upon our, you know, land and shit, and now we all have to speak Spanish, and oh, fuck that and fuck this." It's just like, dude, you are basically living in the conquered lands of America. Okay, let's just put that out there. English is a language that was forced upon people. So was Spanish. Let's put that out there. And then on top of that, you're still speaking both languages. So shut the fuck up. Like honest to God, like just shut up. This makes no sense. You talking on the internet, on Instagram, making a story about it makes no sense. Just shut the fuck up. You are ruining everything for this show. Like we already saw it as from a mile away that this show was going to be ass, but you just admitted to us that hey, you know what, this show is going to be absolute donkey shit. So thank you for that. Love you. Don't care about you. Get the fuck out of my face. Let's just put that out there, right there. Boom. Wow, we're done. That's it. That's it. That's the controversy. Small, and then that's it. We dog shit on her. Boom. But I didn't want to just talk about the controversy, but I wanted to talk about what isn't making this show good. Now, like I said, the show hasn't started or the show hasn't aired anywhere. The show hasn't like begun to, show its full glory, its full chocolate factory. It hasn't showed the full banners and shit. It hasn't showed anything. So, what is going to make it much worse? First off, we know that this family is living in Los Angeles. If you look at the trailer very closely at the end, you can see the Hollywood sign. So, we know that they're in Los Angeles and they're from the West Coast or they immigrated to the West Coast. So, basically, that's okay. Los Angeles. Cool. I think that's a great place to, animate this. On top of that, this is most likely a Mexican American family. Let's just put that out there. The the likelihood that this family isn't Mexican American would be 0.0000001% chance that this isn't a Mexican American family. Because somehow when people say, "Hey, let's put Latinos into the whole, Hollywood landscape," they just decide to go with a basic bitch ass move and just say, let's put Mexican Americans in here, which makes no sense. A lot of you guys are saying Mexican American, Mexican American, Mex. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh, no one gives a shit. On top of that, there are plenty of other Latino communities that you can choose from. For example, if you really wanted a white Latino, you could just go from Argentina. A lot of the people on there are white, especially if you looked at Messi, the soccer player from Argentina. He's Argentinian and he is white. As you can clearly see, he is white skin. So there's always that. With that being said, there's Hondurans who can be white or African American. There is Nicaraguans who can be Afro Latino. You can have Guatemalans who are known to be short, not smart, short. And then you have, let's see, Puerto Ricans who are a part of America. So you can do that one. You can do Cuba for all I care. You can do Costa Rica, Paraguay, Uruguay, Brazil. I don't know. They're considered Portuguese. They talk in Portuguese, so they're not really considered Latino. But hey, they're in South America. So I think you can do Haiti. I'm not, no, Haiti speaks French. There's that. Let's see what else. El Salvador. Hey, that's a pretty good country with good food. But all these countries that I just listed off, except for the ones that don't speak Spanish or, speak Espanol, you could have done any of those families. In fact, if you would have done either of those families, if you would have said, hey, like, oh, my family background's from like Argentina or Argentinian background, sorry. Or my family has like a Chile and a Honduran background. I bet a lot of people would have connected with that because a lot of people who are Hispanics have that type of background. For example, I'm Afro Latino. My dad is from Nicaragua, which I just said is Afro Latino, and my mom's from Guatemala, which is where the short people live. I'm like 100% sure that everybody who came from Guatemala is short. That's just it. A lot of them are short, and that's like I can't. That fact always sticks with me, and I'm so lucky that I'm not that short. That I'm average size, guys. I'm average. I'm an average man. Please and thank you. I praise the Lord for that. But originally, if people made a story like that of like Latinos being mixed race and being from mixed countries, I would have connected more with that. Not just everything being about Mexican Americans. Or, hey, my family comes from a white background and from a Latino background. Yippee. Oh my gosh, guys. Blah, 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 blah. It just sucks. Everything about it just sucks. I'm just saying, this is just a minor problem. And honestly, it doesn't really matter. But this is a problem that always comes up in Hollywood because they just never seem to understand, hey, What if we do another country other than North Americans and Canadians? They don't even do Canadian. They just do American and Mexico. That is it. And they do The Hood. Have you ever heard, like, I'm gonna, like, the trailer says The Hood. Like, it's called The Hood. The Hood. It's supposed to be just like rolling off the tongue, just The Hood. It's not supposed to be The Hood, guys. Come to my hood. No, it's supposed to be The Hood. It's so dumb. It's so retarded. I'm honestly like surprised that they are even going along with it. It's so dumb. This is it. Oye Primos doesn't really have anything of value. I suggest that nobody watches it. I suggest that your kids don't even watch it and just put on Nacho Libre to, basically give them something of Latino experience. Honestly, that's all I could say. It's really stupid how they're going about this. Honestly, that voice actor needs to just shut up and just not speak at all because she's just ruining her whole image by just saying stuff. And there's that. So what do I say about Oye Primos? It sucks donkey dick and don't watch it. All right, peace.